All right, now we can show our faces because the drafting panel is allowed to work. Back to the regular captain's mode. Let's go. Predictions for bans?
Oh god. Well, I feel like a lot of like player-specific stuff hasn't been thrown out that much recently. Oh, never mind. They're banning.
I was going to say Grimstroke. Yeah, Shadow Shaman seems to come out.
I was like, oh, they won't ban that. Like, no.
They're banning Grimstroke almost every game. First ban. Tusk, okay, because Wobber. So yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Shadow Shaman used to be banned almost 100% of the time, every single time, but now kind of hasn't happened so much.
I think the cast range talent being removed made him quite a lot weaker.
Yes, he still gets cast range on his shard, but not as much as he used to. I think it's 75 instead of 150. Still a very good shard.
It's 125 instead of 150, I think.
Oh, 125. Yeah. Okay, it's a bit.
But yeah,
not
but
as much of a nerf. Yeah.
Yeah, he also have I think plus 100 or 150 is one of his talents, and now it's what is it?
Grimstroke is to Max what AM is to Jerome. I do hate anti-mage. Yes, very much so. Despite him being one of my most played heroes, actually. But I do hate that hero. Absolutely despise him. He doesn't get into that many of our own houses though anyway. Even when he's available, people don't like picking anti-mage because he's much more easily countered in captain's mode than in a pub. Yeah, Lifestealer's had a lot of popularity recently, and Centaur as well. I'm not entirely sure what makes Centaur so much better than before. Don't know what buffs he got there with that significant.
I think his numbers just got bigger.
Okay, fine.
He's quite a simple hero. As soon as his stats are high enough and his numbers are big enough, he tends to be good. It's a bit like Dragon Knight in that way, but for the offlane.
Dragon Knight is a very simple hero, and they did change him a bit. Like his, he doesn't have the long stun talent anymore. He gets the stun talent earlier on, but then he has an AoE stun talent at level 25, which is quite interesting.
Yeah,
so,
I quite like the Lifestealer ban because it sort of telegraphs we're going to pick Centaur if you don't ban it. So they kind of force the other team into banning Centaur because like if people for the pro scene at least right now, they've essentially been first banning and then picking Centaur because it's like the only real. I don't want to say lane counter because the lane's not that good for Lifestealer, but
well, the thing is, Centaur gets countered by a lot of other anti-melee cores like Monkey King and Ursa. So maybe not Ursa as much as it used to be, but Monkey King definitely.
Yeah, I think the thing with those is you can sort of ult run away from them. At least,
Lifestealer.
I guess you can Lifestealer. Yeah, I guess you can Lifestealer, but like
Lifestealer does have a lot of slow though, and like permanent slow, massive chunks of health. You can't trade with him because he heals like 100 health every time he hits you or looks at you. You can't build a heart against Lifestealer because you're just feeding into his regen and damage. So yeah, I agree. Going for Lina first pick is interesting. Lina and Lion, so it's Laguna Blade versus Finger of Death. Could be Lina mid. That possibility is still there.
I still want to see a Lion mid with the new talent with the health. That sounds kind of funny.
Yes, I did. I think I played against a Lion mid at one point who did get a lot of stacks on that, and you get like a K health, 2k health for free. I would take it as a personal attack. Brexx knows what it's like. Be target banned. It actually feels quite good as well. It's like they respect me enough that they've decided to ban my hero, like Dokken's Lich being banned, or Wobber's Tusk, for example. Like, if you're being first banned, Tom's Enchantress, yeah, it does feel good.
I mean, I'm kind of torn on it because, like, quite often, like, Elder Titan or Spirit Breaker are banned, and then I don't play them, I play something else, and I win, and then it doesn't get banned, I pick it, and I lose.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you can't win them all, though. No. Warlock is an interesting second pick. You don't see a lot of Warlock in the meta. He kind of is the hero who's always been there, but kind of has gone in and out. And ooh, lots of supports at the moment. Okay, interesting.
Well, Warlock's definitely very in right now, and at least in pro scene.
Is he? Okay.
Yeah, he is. Oh, essentially, what happened is, have you seen his new Axe Shard?
His old Axe Shard was give move speed when you use your heal or take move speed away.
Yes,
what is it now?
But now it also makes your heal AoE.
Oh, that's not a talent anymore. That's his Axe Shard.
No. So now it slows enemies.
Okay, that's pretty strong.
It's AoE speed buff and slow, and then you upheaval on top of it.
Cool. Right, I like that. Yeah, I like that. If in a shard, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, so he can get Aghanim Scepter and he can get Ag Shard, and he's like got AoE slows, 2 golems. Yeah, okay, great.
And obviously, Fatal Bonds has always sort of been a good ability. It's just...
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and Lena's a really like oppressive support to play against because 670 range, Fiery Soul, giving her tons of attack speed. just so hard to trade against Selena because she's just going to outrange you and out attack speed you. Snapfire's got very terrible attack range. Lion doesn't have great base damage. It's okay. It's like 50. He's only got 2 armor. I think it's 2 armor anyway. Maybe it's 3.
5 seconds.
I actually don't know if I'd mind laning Snapfire against Lina, because when you Little Shredder, which is most pros right now are going 0-4-4
Little Shredder
on that
build,
hero.
yeah. Little Shredder build.
Yeah. And that gives you attack range, and that's when you're usually trading anyway, so you can actually match the Lina's attack range in that sense.
That was a very quick ban on Ursa. Like, on Morphling, sorry. Literally, they were spamming the Morphling button. I don't know why they want the enemy team to have Morphling, or get rid of Morphling that badly, but they got rid of it.
5 seconds remaining.
Honestly, this draft so far looks very similar to a pro scene draft.
A pro scene picking this many supports early on as well.
I don't know about the pick order, but the heroes are all quite meta.
Okay, yeah. I feel like the last game, the Luna was picked quite early on. I quite like that because picking a core early does allow you to build around the core. Also, it allows you to pick a support to counter enemy heroes. Whereas if you go all in on supports, like your stun now on Die is limited to Light Strike Array and the Golem ult, right?
Yeah.
Chaotic Offering. So if you need more stun, it has to come from your POS 3 or POS 2 or POS 1. It's easier to get stun on a support if you need it. So
I don't think it'll be picked here because I don't think anyone else really plays it, but Elder Titan's been quite a common first pick in pro scene recently, especially with Warlock, because you just sort of sleep and set up
good
the golem
combos,
Fatal
upheaval,
Bonds.
max upheaval with the Fatal Bonds. You get it all ready to go. Yeah, sure.
It's also that if you sleep into Fatal Bonds and Elder Titan ult, it'll one-shot the entire team.
Oh, cool, because the percent damage means everything
Yeah.
gets shared. Yeah, okay, great. Cool. And that's 2
But I
supports,
don't think anyone plays
essentially,
it.
yeah. Tide Hunter,
Hunter.
okay, so they're going all in on team fight here. Problem with Tide and
Yeah.
Warlock, both their ults have a nearly 3-minute cooldown. So if you commit everything with your ultimates, that's it. You've won a team fight, and for 3 minutes your team can't do anything. So you've got to then make the most of that time, that space,
10 seconds
or
remaining.
you're going to lose. But okay, Tide's fine, I guess.
5 seconds remaining.
Ty could also be played as a support, but with the Warlock here, I doubt it.
Yeah, Warlock 4 or 5. Warlock 5, he's a great babysitter. Used to be Warlock Spectre was the meta, or the combo
Warlock-
in pubs.
Warlock 4 is not that bad, actually. Yeah, so when Tide's played as a support in pro scene, at least, he's played as a 5, and you just mass Gush.
You max Gush. Well, support Tied with max Gush. Okay, Gush does a lot of damage, and it does take away 7 armor. I think. Is it 4, 5, 6, 7?
I think it might be more than that. Hold on.
I think it's 7, and you can get a -4 talent later.
Let's have a look. 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah. And then the talent is -4 extra, and then there's also a Gush talent of 15 for 120 extra damage. But
Yeah, there is, yeah.
Basically it just maxes Gush and Lane. They go 2 points Anchor Smash, max Gush, and then they don't start leveling Kraken Shell until like level 12 or something. And you just essentially just buy an ult. You play it sort of like you do Snapfire, actually. You buy a Blight Stone and you just slap them with -.
But Snapfire is a ranged hero, and Little Shredder gives you even more range. Tide is a melee. Going for Silencer, this is an Ollie staple. Ollie has always been good at Silencer, and he's had a lot of success on it. Global Silence, great against a team like this, because you want to fight, you find an opportunity, you're worried about being ravaged, and you're worried about being Chaotic Offering. Global Silence, that gives you what? 6, 7 seconds where you can just kill whoever you want. Warlock now has to buy
5 seconds
a
remaining.
Yule's, or what's the cheapest way to dispel yourself? Probably Yule's, right? But that still wastes 2.5 seconds floating in the sky. Lotus
Either
or
Yule's or Lotus, yeah.
Lotus is expensive. Guardian Greaves is expensive. Satanic, obviously, not suitable for those heroes. So Tide and Warlock. I mean, Tide Hunter, I'm thinking, when you see Silencer, you think Guardian Greaves, right? Warlock, I don't know what you do.
I just don't think you worry about it that much, to be honest.
Well, if your Tide can deal with this silence, that's going to be okay, probably.
Yeah.
Wraith King, okay.
Makes some sense, I guess.
Have your mana drained by Lion, got to be careful.
Not too bad once you get the Ag Shard for the no mana cost, but I'm curious if we'll go Radiance here to go with the like AoE damage they're sort of doing.
Depends if you can get
with,
Radiance early. I know a lot of Wraith Kings have been
Yeah.
getting Armlet first, because Armlet is such a good item now that it only drains 40 health a second.
5
Gives you
seconds
6 armor. I think it gives 4 extra armor when it's active, and like 25 strength and 30 attack speed. It just gives everything Armlet. Such a strong item. Really nice build up as well. Builds up of really tiny components, which is really nice. Okay, reserve time is really low already. We've still got some bans to go. So what are the Radiant going to do? They need an offlaner. I'm assuming Silence is mid. Offlaner need a POS 1 deal with the Wraith King.
I mean, there's quite a few different ways they could lane this. Safe lane Silencer isn't so much of a thing anymore, but they could put the Snapfire mid or off lane as well.
Axe.
Okay, never mind. It's gonna be an offlane Axe then.
Offlane Axe, okay. So, I mean, Axe has a long call, and you've got the Mortimer's Kisses to go on top. You've got Lion and Axe. You have a lot of crowd control. You've got the Global Silence. You've got Cookie. There's plenty of lockdown for the team fights, Radiant team. I'm not sure what the logic behind Axe is. Axe has to play against Wraith King. I guess it means he's never going to use his skeletons, but Wraith King can just do a nice trade with Axe every now and then with the crit. Maybe even level up a second point to the crit in lane if you don't want to go too many skeletons, but you probably level up skeletons anyway to farm the jungle later.
Kind of curious if they'll be ballsy and try a carry Axe, because that's been played a bit recently.
Yeah, well, I played against an oh no, I did play against POS 1 Axe, and they went that Manta style, Blink. They went like Vanguard for the laning, Blink, like normal Axe. Then they went Manta style, then they went Moonshard. Moonshard and Agshard, yeah. And they call you, they Manta immediately, and they just delete you with the attack speed. It's absolutely insane. I thought about PL, and the Dire obviously thought about the enemy team picking it too, because they banned it straight away into the next ban phase, whereas Radiant are trying to get rid of cores. Went with the Invoker ban, I guess because they don't want Tide Ravage into Cataclysm.
Speaking of PL, have you seen the new build on that hero?
All I know is that you try to get your Ag Shard value, and I've seen the odd Octarine core.
Yes, Octarine core.
Not a big fan.
I quite like it. It's.
I'd rather just have a Skadi or something. Like, I know you're lowering the cooldown and giving more cast range to your Phantom Lance, but I still don't see why.
Well, I think the main thing is you're just burning mana over time a lot. And it also means you have a lower cooldown on Doppelganger, and you can Doppelganger essentially as a Blink Dagger because of how long the range becomes. That's
an interesting hero. So Medusa will probably survive all of the opener, the Warlock ult, the Tidehunter ult. In fact, the Dire don't have a lot of damage. They've got a lot of team fight, like ultimates. They really lack damage. They need a mid who can just absolutely pump out damage. I'm thinking Queen of Pain gives a lot of damage here.
Do you ever do the thing where you go mid anti-mage here?
5 seconds remaining.
And Silencer and Medusa.
Yeah, there's a lot in.
There's Lion and Axe. You've got to be careful. There's all lockdown.
Yeah, Axe is a bit sad for AM. But...
You need someone who can do a lot of damage, though, because your team's got plenty of stun. You do not need stun. You just need damage. Lots and lots of damage.
Pugner?
Pugner does a lot of damage, true, but...
And it's a save for Axe, potentially. If someone else gets jumped, you just decrepify him.
I just think Quap, because it's pure, like, her abilities are just damage. Pugner I like too. Death Prophet I think is a bit slow. You need some high burst damage. Zeus even works, potentially.
I don't know if that's enough.
Maybe
because
not.
the percentage health damage isn't that great against Medusa.
Yes, that's true. She can probably tank quite a lot of damage from Zeus, or she's that scared. Last pick is going to be... Hey, you were right. Well done.
I like it. I mean, it could be mid Lena still. No, it's Karen on Lena. Oh, Karen flexing with the like 60-pound immortal. Oh, have you cut out, Jerome?
No, I'm here.
Okay.
That's Karen. Karen flexing.
Doesn't have the Arcana though. Come on.
Don't like the Arcana, the old fire. It's the only one I've ever owned, and I actually sold it because I could sell it for like twice the price I bought it for, and that's it. Got rid of it. Never had any other Arcanas.
I've had a few different Arcanas. I had the PA one, and I had the Legion one, but I kept trading in them and swapping them around.
Okay.
Partly with PA because they released the shoulder thing. That isn't the dietite chest, but it's like £50. I just don't want to spend that much on PA.
That is a lot. And here we go.
Let's highlight 2 losses again.
No, there's a win.
Please.
No, win-loss.
Oh, it's win-loss. Oh, okay.
Yeah, win. There's a win in there. 6 wins in a row. Nice.
Oh, that's a flex.
That is a flex. Love it. Right. Cameras are go. Start back with somewhat.
So is core silencer?
For battle.
It is. I did think it would be... Oh no, not core. I thought it would be mid, and they put Medusa pos 1. In fact, no, they put Medusa mid. But Sansa pos 1 definitely has its advantages. It's a ranged hero with 600 range. It's got Glaives of Wisdom. It's very oppressive to lane against. And when your offlaners are Tide, does Tide want to lane against a Sansa? Absolutely no way.
I think it makes a lot of sense to put this here in this game because, especially with the Pugner, you can't really like Glaives him because he'll just decrepify himself to dodge it.
But then you've got quite a lot of magic damage burst coming up from your other spells. Well, from the last word, that got buffed. Patches and patches. 240 damage plus 3 times your int. Or 3 times the int difference.
Yeah, as I say, at max level, the int multiplier... Right, it's not... Is it the difference? Oh, it is the difference. Oh, that's useless against Pugner then.
Oh yeah, Pugner's int gain is like 5? 5.2? Oh my god.
Yeah.
What's Sansa's int gain? 2.9. Okay.
2.9,
About
but
half.
obviously you steal some, so...
You steal some, but like you have to steal 1 every level to even keep up with Pugner.
It's more like 2, yeah.
Yeah, and you still wouldn't be there. I mean, you do have a permanent int steal talent.
Honestly, I think that talent's a massive bait. Like, everyone takes it, but the 30 Arcane Curse damage is a lot.
It's a lot, almost doubles the damage Arcane Curse. I think it depends on... If you're playing core Silencer, you're really high level, fine. If you're a support Silencer, yeah, or not pos 1 or 2, I would definitely be taking the Arcane Curse one, no doubt.
I think my issue with the insteal is at that point in the game, it starts to slow down a bit more, and there's going to be less fights than there are early on.
Not always, though.
Not always, not always.
Some games, Ollie has been in this situation where he's had a pretty rough early game. He's only managed to get maybe 8 int, gets the 4 int steal instead of 2, wins a couple of team fights, suddenly he's on 40 int. And you think, okay.
I guess my issue in that scenario is that talent doesn't actually help you win the fights.
No, it doesn't.
Whereas the other one does.
No, it does nothing until you win the fight.
Yeah.
The viewers on my chat today have been kind of weird because I had like 5 to start with, then I went up to 10,
like 15,
then like 13
yeah.
or 14, and now I'm at 5 again. So I don't know if someone like had a big viewing party. And now they've gone off to play a Dota game. Karen's taking a lot of damage here.
There's a lot of damage.
A lot of damage. The aggressiveness of Wobber and Ollie. I think they're going to struggle. Level 1 Gush seems to be more and more common. I never do it, but I know a lot of players are. Because I guess you have a mana pool, might as well use it. Gush does 110 damage at level 1. And removing armor, rather, means that your support can trade quite well. I mean, that sets Lion to -1. So then Lina will just right-click, right-click, right-click.
So I guess the nice thing about putting the Medusa mid here is you can just sort of sit in front of the tower and it kind of stops the Pugner from pushing it super fast.
Well, Pugner can walk past Medusa and press the Nether Blast. I'm still not convinced she'll keep hold of her tower the whole time. But we'll see. I mean, she took absolutely no damage to Nether Blast because it did not land. Oh, snake. Yeah, big snake. Massive amounts of mana came back from the snake. How much is the mana back? 11%.
It's a percentage of the hero's mana pool that you hit. So if you hit the Pugner, you get like 11% of 570. So.
That spell changed quite a few times. It used to be based on damage dealt, and the damage used to go further, and then it used to steal mana. Now it's just based on their mana pool. So great against Pugner. But you don't need to hit a hero. Does it still return mana? Oh, it says the target's total mana, so it steals from the range creep.
Yeah, so if you hit creeps that have mana, it'll give you mana back.
You can basically just spam Mystic Snake on cooldown because Pugner has so much mana. It's always worth it. Okay, what's happening in lanes? Oh, Karen's in trouble. It's maybe a kill. Arcane Curse. There's the slow. One more right click. And Ollie's looking for the right click, looking for the right click, looking for it. And he finds it. +2 int. And the first blood. Ollie is going to be happy with that. That's immediate 2 int, which is nice. And the first blood, that's great for a course answer. It's the start he needs. Veteran's doing very well with the last hitting, not struggling against Warlock at all. He's punching his way through the top lane. Tim level 2 upheaval, okay.
I remember when Gleipnir and Axe Shards first got introduced, some people were theory crafting silence before with it, and you just go Gleipnir and take the Axe Shard because of the bounces, you proc the Maelstrom part of it. Because obviously it's also an int item.
Yeah, this is not as good as it seems Gleipnir on.
What
Having to fight top Wobber, he's taking a lot of damage here, but I don't think they can kill him. And it's so hard to trade against Sansa because he just gets more and more int the longer he trades, and he does so much pure damage. He's actually, Ollie does this a lot more now. Lots of core Silencers used to never take Arcane Curse, but now, even after it got nerfed, Ollie realizes Arcane Curse actually really strong. It also applies a slow. So Arcane Curse on 2 targets.
Career, though.
Oh no. Okay, yeah, he does do scare. Unlucky. The other thing about Arcane Curse is if they cast a spell, it almost doubles the duration. So it's 6 seconds of not silence, but telling you you shouldn't really be casting. Doige almost going to go down the top lane.
What a racket.
He will get his salve off and be okay. Beckon seems to only play at minus armor supports now, have you noticed? from Solar Crest Venge to Solar Crest Snapfire.
Well, I think it's just every hero right now.
That's true. You need
Solar
one, don't you? One Solar Crest hero on your team. It's pretty good. I remember, do you remember Silence's old spells back a long time ago? His E used to be a passive, which was any time the enemy cast a spell, it silenced them. It was the automatic combo breaker.
I'm not that old, I'm afraid.
Oh, Tiny. You know, Tiny needs the combo avalanche toss. He blinks in, he avalanches, gets silenced. The toss can't happen for another like 3 seconds. Oh, old Silencer was dumb. Also, Arcane Curse used to burn mana.
And the inverse was also true. You'd blink onto a Tiny, try and combo, and you get stunned by Craggy.
Oh yeah, Craggy. Or even when you try to open from stealth, you get stunned. Love that. Like a bounty trying to hit a Tiny, and Tiny doesn't even know, but the bounty's just sitting there and stunned. I love the old Craggy. I know they gave it back as like a shard.
Yeah, it's a stack shard now. Actually, no, it's not. They changed it. They made it so it gives you
Oh,
unlimited
permanent tree.
hits now,
Permanent tree,
yeah.
which is his old Aghanims.
Yeah,
Yeah.
full circle.
I like that. I like that one thing Dota does is it's not afraid to go back and reintroduce or change things back to the way they were. It's not so hell-bent on always changing for the new, like League of Legends is or other games. Dota's willing to admit its mistakes, and I like that they also address the power creep. A bit of a fight going on there. Will Tim get the kill? I think he will. No, you can't deny yourself. You could have run into that creep, but anyway, Tim will find the kill. Actually gets a bit more gold there because he doesn't have to share it with anyone. Doesn't get the experience. Veteran's already got the Ring of Health, and nearly enough. He's going to rush Vanguard, I think.
Yeah, that's
and then you can literally just stand in front of the enemy, you know, his face. And thanks to the change to towers, towers hit faster now. Oh my god, a lot of damage on Doige. Towers hit faster, but do less damage. Vanguard almost blocks the entire damage from tower. Oh, bot lane didn't see a kill. Ollie Morant.
Morant, yep. Honestly, this is a really scary lane, this break here, because you just can't use your skeletons.
Yep. You can't.
Just use the axe.
You're stacking it up for jungling later.
Yeah, 4 in for Ollie, not a great start for Dire. Oh, they're going to kill this Tide.
Yeah, no mana on Tide. Yep, Ollie has 6 int. Oh, it's about to.
Oh.
Yep.
He's got it.
6 int. I missed the kill on the top lane though, Doige falling to Veteran. The literal 6-minute Vanguard axe. 6 minutes, that's 60% chance to block 70 damage. Looks like Nat.
Yeah, the haste rune.
Came from the bot lane. Found a kill. But that does leave Medusa free farming. 44 last hits on Medusa in 6 minutes. Treads and a Wraith Band. Not sure what build Medusa's going to go for. We'll have to find out.
I would imagine like Mantis Guardi or something like that.
I think the Vanguard Rush, though, is just so good. The health regen, the health, they're just small things. But the 60% chance to block 70 damage. I mean, 70 damage is basically all of the damage you do. So it's a 60% chance to not take damage.
I mean, honestly, Axe is just sort of like a poor-man Centaur right now. It sort of builds the same way, but Centaur's banned, so we just pick Axe instead.
Axe has different things to Centaur, though.
He does.
A bit more... they both have a lot of burst. Axe has a bit more... I don't know, they are actually quite similar. They both can creep skip.
Yeah.
They both return... Like, they both have ways to clear creeps. Retaliate versus...
They both rush Vanguard and sometimes build Hood.
They both have a blink stun. I think Axe's CC is better. 3.2 seconds and it's BKB piercing.
Yes.
It's much better than Centaur's Stomp. And his ultimate is better at, like, really annihilating people. Whereas Centaur has the global ultimate, which, you know, gives him the edge.
Which also turns into a save when you have an Axe because of the damage reduction.
And they can YOLO through walls and cliffs, which is always fun.
Yeah.
The damage reduction is a lot. Axe goes in, there's the cookie, into call has been used. Doige is very low.
Yeah,
Let's get healed.
Oh yeah, on Wraithing if you got Dove there. But...
It's 250, the kill threshold. He's not quite reached it. Veteran can literally just go under the tower. In fact, he is going to go under the tower. Just Beyblading them. There's the Fatal Bonds. Upheaval rank 1 is such a bad spell. 50-second cooldown for a slow that takes like 1,000,000 seconds to become its strongest.
Yeah, I don't
Oh,
think
Tim's in a lot of trouble. Cookie. Oh, look, here comes a little shredder. And no, the stun comes out from Doige, and Doige now has his ultimate. So Veteran will be okay. Oh, here comes Bugner. Goodbye, Draken. But you are just leaving Medusa to do what you want. Is it worth it? Ollie finds yet another kill. 8 int already.
10?
No,
Oh,
10,
that's 8,
10
never mind.
permanent,
Yeah.
10 temporary.
Dire's middle tower is
That's a lot of int. I mean, that's almost a 3-star for wizardry. Oh no! Medusa's going to go down as well. Didn't have the mana shield active.
Oh no.
Rookie mistake. So now not only got kills in the top lane, went mid, immediately killed his mid hero. That is what Dire need at the moment, because Dire are really struggling when it comes to the early game. I know we're only 8 minutes in, but the big kill lead for the Radiant is already being equalized.
He's going the armor build on the Wraith King that you mentioned.
Okay, Armlet Rush, fair enough. I want to see what Pugna builds, because there's so many ways to build Pugna. Ether Lens, I think, is a safe one. Last time I played Pugna, I ended up going my own Glimmer Cape and a 4-staff because I just needed to survive. I know Ags, I know when Ryan was around talking about like Pugna builds and stuff, he used to say, don't go Ags, bad item. So I don't know what you do on Pugna. I don't know, BKB or Blink or...
I like the axe, but I'm bad, so.
Yeah, I like the Axe too. No cooldown, and it does 100 more damage per second, but I'm not.
It's quite funny when your team's got a lot of lockdown with the axe shard, but I don't know if I get it otherwise. I don't know if you've seen the axe shard before. The other day I was playing a game with Toby, and he had the axe shard. You just stood still and fight and just start 3 people at a time.
Need to try and catch some of these kills. Ollie's found yet another kill.
Oh my god.
Karen is struggling a bit in the spot lane, 0-4-0. And Ollie, he's happy with the 12 int.
Did he get 2 there? Yeah, you got 2. You got 4 in there.
Well, he's having a good start. We've just taken action. Look at the damage coming out from rank 3 Lil Shredder with the Medallion of Courage. What a ridiculous hero. I mean, they just buffed Lil Shredder for some reason. I don't know why it needed extra damage, but maybe they're going to regret buffing that.
I mean, the issue with 4 was that it was really bad at level. Well, for a while it was really bad at level.
Oh, Wobber's gone a bit too far. Here comes Nat again. Nat the saviour. Nat is doing work. I mean, he is the reason why the Dire have any kills at all. But then in the top lane, Deutsch is going to go down, gets deleted by Lil Shredder. I don't think they have enough follow-up to kill him again. He actually pops the skeletons now. And that again! That's all over the place. Veteran will escape. Oh, the crit does almost no damage at all because the 30 armor, the cookie. Deutsch is still going for it. Not entirely sure if that's wise.
Medusa?
He stuns Medusa and he leaves, but Nat will still find a kill on Draken. Nat is doing so much work in this early game. And again, just starts draining Medusa, why not? Throws down his ward. Starts pushing the tower. Manta Rush Medusa. What's the Manta for? I can't see what. Decrepify, maybe?
Decrepify, Fatal Bonds.
Yeah.
Anchor Smash, I guess.
I just feel like there's a problem with Medusa building like
2
Manta
TPs
Skadi. You just become too tanky if you don't do any damage.
I mean, I guess it doesn't really need to do damage this game. It just all needs to sit in front of Ollie.
That's true, that's true. Ollie's doing all the damage for you. And the cookie with the axe combo, it's so nice.
Ollie actually skipped global here for some reason. I guess.
He's got it.
Oh, he's like, no, he only just took it.
We've got a 4-staff already, so that will...
His backpack, though.
Yeah, oh, backpack 4-staff's good, because you need those 3 tangos in the branch. Come on, Ollie, swap it in.
Yeah.
Come on, we believe in you. 4-staff is a nice item to have on Sansa. It means you can get away from the Ravage, get away from the Pugna.
Yeah, I mean, it's also a 17 damage item he's not using right now because
Yeah.
the glaives. 10 extra in.
Well, set 10 int on it. Just put it in, you know?
Yeah.
Come on, Ollie, come on, hello.
Come on. There we go.
Nice, he's worked it out. Well done. Oh, he's getting a bit dive happy. I wonder what he'll go after this. He's going instant Hurricane Pike. I don't know. He's very scared of being jumped. Maybe too scared. I think a BKB better.
I mean, he'll probably need both, to be honest.
But he does
the
need a
force buff will help
BKB.
him.
He does
Force
need a
buff will help him
BKB.
escape that somewhat, but...
He's just going to fight Nat. He pops Global Silence. He gets grip by first.
He's
Nat
got
has
the
the
first for
rune.
it.
Nat had the illusion
Oh.
rune. Draken is dropping the ult. Nat is just avoiding it really well. Needs to get his ult off. Is it going to be enough to kill Ollie? Not quite. Accent comes in with the call. Out comes the Ravage, though. Dire had the Ravage ready. Do we have the Chaotic Offering as well? Chaotic Offering is dropped. It's too late. We've actually already lost Nat, and that's a 4x kill streak ended. Stun comes out from Wobber. Radiant team can get away. Veteran is hiding in the corner.
Meanwhile...
Oh, Karen nearly got it. That was so close. Just missed that. Unlucky.
Juju's taking top tower.
Well, Medusa doing Medusa things.
With mana shield toggled off, by the way.
Oh yeah, no one needs mana shield. I mean, he's farmed pretty well. Let's have a look at the net worth. Haven't really shown that. Medusa 6,700. Radiant have quite a commanding lead. Yeah, last hits are incredible. And Ollie, of course, 403, 12 stolen int. That also counts for some net worth that you can't really see. Just permanent stats.
It's a bit more than the Staff of Wizardry. It's about 1,000 gold.
Yeah, but because int scales so well on Sansa, having so much int is just incredible. And you're stealing int from the other team. You know, taking int away from heroes who need the mana pool, like Tidehunter or Wraith King even. It's quite nice. Wraith King is now going Radiant, so Armlet into Radiance, which I know is from quite a popular build.
Yeah, I think my one concern for the Silencer is he might fall behind in farm because he's not really built any kind of farming item.
No, that's true, but you're relying on Medusa to be doing the majority of farming, and Sansa, they're both kind of distractions for each other. Like, if you go too hard on the Medusa, Sansa will do a lot of damage. If you go too hard on Sansa, then you're not stopping Medusa, who's the ultimate late game core.
Can't outrun a wildfire.
So it's hard to know which one should be your focus.
Also, does it bother
Axe
you
got
as
in for a
well?
call. I think I'm in a little bit of trouble. No, he
Oh,
missed!
none.
And look how
He
fast
had Hex,
Karen
he
is
didn't
hasting.
use it.
Yeah,
Oh, actually, if he's hasted, it doesn't matter if you hex him, I suppose.
that's true.
Does it bother you at all that Ollie's got 2 Iron Branches and an Ogre Axe in his
He
backpack?
just really doesn't... You know, he wants the int. He wants the int.
He doesn't even
Imagine.
want a 1 either.
I don't know. Ollie's backpack usage is questionable, to say the least. But we'll leave him to that. He is having a good game, so can't criticise him too much. Or maybe we can. It is Ollie after all. Ooh, got to be careful. You're a little bit out of position, Tim. And there goes the call. Trying to bring Tim back. Immediate Decrepify. Ward on the high ground. Ooh, they drop a full observer up there. Because immediately dewarded. Karen just
Oh
pops the
my
Laguna
God.
straight away, but I think maybe should have gone in for the Light Strike Array. She thought she would have had enough damage to go through the Decrepify, but I think she should have got the LSA off first. That's unfortunate, because Wobber will escape, but Laguna Blade has such a low cooldown. Red's Finger of Death. They also got a D-Ward, so they are chilling.
Oh, we didn't see any Tranquils on the OD last game, but the Pugna has some now, so there you go. There's a mid-hero Tranquils.
Yeah, dissembled his Arcane Boots. Ether Lens,
Yeah.
Tranquils. Going for Yule's Pugna.
Makes
Yule's
sense.
gives him move speed, good against Axe.
Helps you kite the Medusa a bit as well.
True. Better than not blinking away for the next million years. Nope, all the things attached to Fatal Bonds have gone down, so he will be okay. Medusa, still top of net worth. Hasn't got a single kill or assist to her name, but doesn't need one. Who cares?
Yeah, I
just,
guess-
just farm.
So I don't know if you've seen it yet with the new Warlock build, but these days Warlocks actually don't really tend to go the Axe Refresher route anymore. They tend to go like Solar Crest, Glimmer, or Veil, and Axe
Right.
Shot.
Okay.
And I think this game might be quite a good game for Veil. He's got the Ring of Basilius, and there is a Pugna on his team, so there's a lot of potential AoE damage.
I think people don't pick up Veil enough when teams are like so spell damage heavy, because it's one person picks up a 1500 gold item, everyone gets 18% spell damage.
What lane?
I can see them, but Pugna has been revealed. They pinged it. Is it too late? Oh, I think Ollie's in a bit of trouble here. Got the 4-staff, gets away from the
gold
charge offering. Now we've got a lot of damage. The call into the
Oh,
Mortal's
no.
Kisses and the Lion Stun. Ollie's there picking up all the in. Tim loses his golem straight away. Tim's now going to go down. What a disaster that was for the Dire team. Fantastic play. Ollie picks up 6 more int. So he is now being pumped up even further. I mean, that great 4-staff reaction from Ollie. Chaotic offering completely missed. Then you had the Axe Call into the Mortimer's Kisses and the Lion Earthspike to set it up. So much damage. Even rank 1 Mortimer's Kisses is just a ridiculous amount of damage. 160 times 8 plus 50 damage per second.
I saw on the side of the screen as they were smoking, the Tide picked up his blink, but he wasn't there with them when they smoked.
Ah,
So they didn't have that big blink reveal there.
they need the Ravage. Very
But there's
important
not-
spell.
But there's now also a blink on the Lion, which is quite early actually.
Well, you would rush it online. I think it's pretty much his best item as a support. Blink get the Hex. Hex is an instant cast stun. Disable for 2.5 seconds. Ollie is going BKB next. Good. He realizes the need. I think there's a chance for the Dire to get a pick off, but they don't have any catch.
They have the blink on Tide.
Yeah, but Tide's blink got cancelled. Or just trying to farm as much as he can. In fact, he's farming okay. The problem is, there's still this this hero no one is
Juicer.
thinking about. Yeah, just literally AFK farming through the jungle.
She turned BKB actually, very defensive.
Yeah, BKB. I like BKB on Medusa, fine. But BKB after Manta, I mean, I'd like to see after this at least a Daedalus or an MKB or something. I want to see some damage. I don't want to see a Skadi.
Well, if he sees the Radiance, he might go MKB. But I guess you don't really know. Maybe you potentially don't need it that much right now if he's got the BKB.
But just damage. Damage. Just need some damage. You can't have a 0 damage Medusa the whole game. And then I want to see Swift Blink.
Watch him get Scardy.
Yeah, it's going to be Scardy.
I mean, Scardy's pretty good. It's anti-heal and a lot of slow for the enemy claws.
I mean, yes, it's a good item normally, but I just feel like a Medusa who doesn't build damage. I mean, Medusa has nothing in her kit which makes her deal damage. Nothing at all. She just has her attacks hit multiple targets, and it still reduces the damage you deal. So the only way Medusa does damage is by having damage items. So I feel like, you know, survivability is taken care of. Mana Shield is a ridiculous ability. 70% damage absorbed, and at a rate with 2.5 damage for 1 mana.
There's an Invis Tide top. I don't know if you can. Don't think you can.
You're not killing Medusa. Medusa is level 17, 3 levels higher than everyone in the game.
And they see it now. The Invis broke. The ward saw him.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Run, little bottom tower. Run.
The snake gives a lot of mana as well.
Yeah.
Look how much mana it gives back. It's now 55% mana gain, which is a lot.
Bot lane, Ollie's very far out.
He's in a little bit of trouble now. Actually, they've got the global silence, but Ollie does not get it in time. Is he going to be able to TP out? He's trying.
No. Surely not. Okay.
Ollie will finally go down. He went a little bit too far, tried to TP out. He got the global silence off just a little bit too slow. If he could have done global silence TP out, he would have been fine. But the Ravage, you know, got him while the global silence was in effect, which was unlucky. Nat actually has a Philosopher's Stone. That's quite a nice item to have.
Yeah, it doesn't really right click. Why not, right?
Yeah, well, he's right clicking now.
The poor Warlock doesn't get his gold.
No.
Tower is under attack. Oh, that's got
Keen
to
optic
hurt.
for you, Warlock. They buffed Philosopher's Stone, 80 gold now, I think. Right, rank 3 Medusa ult, so that means it lasts longer. It has more bonus physical damage. One of those weird ults that doesn't scale very much, like Faceless Void's one.
He is going dangerous.
Good. Good. Okay, I'm on track now. I like his build a bit better now.
Have you tried out Medusa's axe with the axe shard? It's just incredibly annoying to play against.
When Medusa's targeted with a spell, you send back a Mystic Snake. The Mystic Snake turns people into stone.
So if the Pugna ults the Medusa and you have the axe and axe shard, it gets cancelled immediately.
Just for free. Nat's doing a bit of damage to Veteran, but it's not enough. Veteran is quite a durable hero.
He's going dangerous.
Somewhat doesn't have the ult. Oh, we dropped the chaotic offering. It's enough damage. Wobble's going to go down. There's going to be 1 kill. But Medusa with the BKB and the ultimate. I mean, the Dire team just have to run, but they can just run because, you know.
Just have me slowed. Yeah, that's just what's away.
Well, no damage. No damage, no slow. They just run away. Medusa is still a hard to kill hero. Fair bit of mana. Oh, here comes the Mortimer's Kiss, but it's too late. This may be a really good chance for Dire. No mana on the Medusa. Snapbolt is doing a lot of damage. Karen will get the kill with the Laguna Blade. And that's almost going to be a full team wipe. I mean, Ollie isn't there at all. Do you reckon we'll get the pop on the reincarnate? But good fight for the Dire.
The unthinkable has happened. The Radiant's
Meanwhile,
first
Ollie
warrior has been slain.
just farming by himself, trying to get his BKB. Getting close to it.
Almost level 15 as well. We'll see which talent he takes. Probably the Ian Steel.
I think he'll take the insta. I mean, Arcane Curse does add a lot of damage to the spell, from 40 per second to 70 per second.
Do you remember when his axe used to apply Arcane Curse to his ultimate?
Yeah, his axe went through a lot of
horrendous.
iterations. Last word AoE, I don't know how good that one is.
It's not terrible.
Level 18 on that. This is a good chance to kill that. Wobber, great, fantastic. And there's going to be a kill. No, I haven't found the kill yet. Veteran is here. And dunk.
And
Four
that's
int steal. Yeah, because he took the talent from int steal. Ravage stun. Ollie's in a lot of trouble, but he does have the Hurricane Pike. He's going to escape global silence. Time to get some kills. Can they get any kills though? Ollie?
Karen's on Laguna in 2 seconds.
Ollie's just on the run. Laguna Blade, not going to be enough. Cookied away. Karen gets immediately deleted. Veteran with the BKB axe. So many BKBs this game. Juju turns up, meanwhile trying to farm the Ancient Camp. Veteran with another kill. And he's got the call. I think he's going to get a quad kill. Ultra kill. So Ollie did take the int talent just before the tide died. So
Yes.
plus 4 int. He's on 26 int now. Stolen. That puts his int at 95 plus 44. I think Pugna may have more int just by having a higher int gain. But, you know, Silences builds up infinitely, so definitely an advantage for him.
I wonder if you ever go back for Witch's Blade on this hero.
Yeah,
Just 'cause of
I
how
think
much,
so.
like, scaling damage it does, even though it's quite cheap.
You only fire one attack, and then it's a slow, and it does a loads and loads, like 500 magic damage to use. I probably would go Witch's Blade after the BKB.
Actually, you know what would be quite an interesting idea, actually? Is Mage Slayer on Medusa. You get the 25 tab of just applying an anti-magic.
Oh yeah, that's a lot
AoE.
of anti-magic.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. It has
Never thought
Oh,
about
this
that.
fucking dire.
Mage
have
Slayer is just
Ravage.
very expensive for what it does.
Um,
Dire's middle tower is all alone.
It's a really expensive item that gives almost no damage. We go in, we're blinking with the Wraith King. Wraith King does have the Radiance as well. Cookied away, Veteran pops the BKB. Ollie, he is massively out of position. Veteran trying to call Karen. Massive damage that Veteran did there, but Ollie will go down. A kill on Ollie is really important. Radiant team on the run, but you do have a full HP Medusa. Veteran popping the ring to keep himself alive. Is Essence Ring going to be enough? Wobble with the stun. Bit of heal going on to the Wraith King. And then all the
Raise up
mana
the
drain
Axe
straight
out
back.
of
No mana. Absolutely no mana on the Wraith King, because we've maxed out the mana drain.
yeah, he needs the action.
He does, yeah. Oh, he's going to go down and regret it. Daedalus is getting close. Soon the Medusa will do enough damage that she won't just be ignorable. And Daedalus is a good way to achieve that. You went for the Mystic Snake cooldown talent as well. So super strong Mystic Snakes.
Honestly, given how often the Medusa's going to be getting stuff cast on her by the partner, I might actually like suggest buying the axe out of Medusa.
Yeah, the shard's nice because sending back Mystic Snakes, I know it only sends
a lot of
back
mana.
one with a 12-second cooldown.
Yeah.
Quite a long cooldown, but a free Mystic Snake, a single target Mystic Snake
Yes.
is sent back towards it.
But-
But free mana, lots of mana, yeah.
Yeah, and it will usually be the leaner of the partner targeting you with a spell, right? So you're going to get like 600 mana back from that.
Well, 55% of your... It says 55% mana gain, but it says 20% of their mana. So I don't know if they both get combined in some weird way. I don't know, it's weird. Maybe it's 55%
Wait,
of the
what?
damage and 20% of their total mana. But that seems like quite a lot. So I don't know. Oh, here we go, mid lane. We're going on Ollie. He drops the global silence. I think Ollie's out of position again. He forced
forced
some
off.
very intelligent force from Ollie. And the cookie. The cookie actually stuns somewhat. Someone does have Ravage. Gets called by
Don't pull it
Veteran.
towards
Ollie,
Ollie.
you need to go further away. Are they going to drop the Ravage? They're not dropping the Ravage. Ollie's still being chased. Doge. He keeps missing the crit. Finally gets the crit. Will get the kill. Ravage has been popped. Now we're going to Medusa. Medusa has the BKB. Drops the ultimate as well. It's a chance to do a lot of damage. Autobus kisses and how comes the call. It's all over for the Dire team. But the Yules will keep Pugner alive. I can't see a way Nat gets away, but Nat is just draining. Oh, here comes the Finger of Death. It will be enough. Buyback from Tim.
Okay, cool.
A lot of damage coming out. The fight is still raging on. All the mana is being drained out of the Dire team. They're just completely oomed. Doge, he does not have any mana. So reincarnate
Has the
will be
Axe
worthless. He does have Axe Shard. Okay, so he will be fine. Out comes the call. He'll die.
Die back on the floor.
The Guna Blade onto Veteran, it's just not enough damage. But the Wraith King does manage to blink out. Fantastic set of fights there. The Radiant, again, Ollie was caught out of position. He died first. But he does now have that BKB ready to use for next time. And the Medusa did a lot of damage. They tried to kill her. Got pretty close, not enough.
The Medusa just sent the courier back to base with the recipe for the Daedalus on it. It's on the courier.
Oh,
and
that's...
timed
No, he wants that. Come back. This has been a game where Radiant have been dominant, but Dire have had a few good fights, and that one looked like it was going pretty well. But then in the end, they just couldn't kill the Medusa.
I think Dire definitely have, I want to say, more teamfight potential. Like, Radiant has potential for, like, call into, like, Snapfire roll. Beyond that, it's not massive, AoE.
The problem is, I just don't know if the Dire have the damage to kill Medusa. You can Ravage the Medusa, Chaotic Offering, and start channeling Pugner damage into it, but Medusa's still going to live. Get the BKB
Dire's
on.
turned up. But
Wow, this is a bit late. Medusa's got the Aegis. Again, not a hero who really needs the Aegis.
I mean, they're probably not killing him twice ever, so.
Oh, that's
So they're not killing her once ever. I mean, they have killed her a
That's
few
true.
times, but like I just feel like they should go on mid heroes or maybe even Ollie. I know Ollie's not mid, but I would give him the Aegis to Ollie, just left it there. Because Ollie is struggling a little bit, but keeps getting caught out. But now he has a
Daedalus now,
BKB, so he'll be okay. His net worth actually makes him the lowest almost of all the cores, apart from the Tide, who has been struggling. But Tide does have a pipe. Where was
So-
that pipe in the last game against the Zeus?
So since the Medusa hasn't got a Skadi, do you take the in talent? Because that's a lot of in at 25. 75.
It's a lot of in if you need the survivability, but split shot modifiers on Daedalus, which I think means you crits, right?
Yes, it does.
So it's just a lot more damage. But I know certain people can be good too. If you want the extra survivability, and they don't have any mana.
Bottom tower.
They do have Ravage and Warlock ult, so if they don't... I think the issue is they need to catch the Silencer, because otherwise they just get cancelled.
Tower is not going down too quickly. Nice one, Ollie. Ollie is, again, nowhere near his team. He does not like being near his team, this boy. 100 attack range sound, level 10. That'll be nice. Paladin sword. Not really a silencer item.
It's pretty good for Medusa.
Yeah, good for Medusa. Medusa probably is looking at...
Satanic?
Ooh, Swift... I know, Satanic could be good. I would still be saying like Swift Blink.
Well,
or Butterfly.
I guess like late game Medusa is really scary now, because once you have the Axe and Shard plus like some form of lifesteal, you effectively have almost infinite mana and health.
Yeah.
Because you're getting 3 Mystic Snakes when you run out of mana from your passive one, plus the Satanic health regen from all the split shots.
Interesting. Medusa sent back the vest, and decided to go for Paladin sword, Elven tunic. That's the one.
I guess the tunic's pretty good on Silencer, so maybe that's their thing.
Yeah, I thought so too. He hasn't got it either. But evasion for Medusa would be really nice.
Bottom tower is under
Going for Satanic next. Okay, I know Satanic does give 55 damage, which is pretty good. I just feel like it's a little bit overkill. When you're not dying anyway, you need damage on Medusa.
It's also another Dispel, but maybe that's overkill because he's already got the Manta.
Yeah, it is another Dispel, yeah, but I don't know if you're that desperate for Dispels. You also have BKB. Nat went for Aeon Disc. Okay, doesn't want to be killed by the call from Axe.
Cool. Titan's level, that's nice.
Very good item.
So Ollie does have the tunic.
Okay, good. That's a better item. It gives him a bit of move speed, which is quite nice because he's a very slow hero silencer, especially when you go treads. You're just not fast, so it's about 20 move speed. Want to see something happen at the moment because the Radiant team, they've got a really farm producer. She's now got a double damage rune. You shouldn't just be walking around farming. You should be trying to kill stuff.
Yeah, they're not really getting a lot out of this.
Yeah, they're not. And I would like to see a Butterfly over a Satanic, really, or something like that.
Fire.
They smoke well in their base. Karen accidentally aggroed the Ancients.
No, Dodge did. He needs to turn his Radiance off.
Well, Karen right-clicked it as well. That's why her smoke's gone. Yeah. Okay. I mean, the Radiant are nowhere near them. They're just pushing up mid. I think they can go for the high ground now. They could have gone high ground immediately with the double damage rune. They've still got Aegis for about another minute. So, see if they can make the most of that. And yeah, they're going to start pushing the high ground. They're going to wrap around on the Medusa, but I don't think Medusa is someone you want to go to. They don't know where the enemy team are at all. So they're just sending some illusions up.
Yeah, Radiant are probably like, why aren't they killing the creep wave?
They were worried for the wraparound, but I think they should have just stood their ground. The Medusa is way tankier than he thinks.
Oh, Tim has his money for the action.
Oh, here we go. We've got the Solar Crest and the Lotus Orb, so we've put a lot onto the Medusa.
Oh god, that's painful.
Just spamming the... I mean, I know Solar Crest got nerfed a bit, but you're spamming 55 attack speed.
Oh, he maxed up Heal before Fatal Bonds on Warlock, actually.
Yeah, good base defense, but means you are losing damage. Has the Ag Shard.
The Ag Shard's nice, that'll help a lot.
Lotus Orb to dispel. Oh, bit of mana coming back. By bit of mana, I mean 1,763 mana. Thank you, Pugner. Literally full mana. Yeah, 1,600 mana. Look how much comes back from this.
Okay, so it is 55% then. Okay, cool.
1,700 mana. That's a full mana.
That's what I mean about the Ag Shard, right? Like, if the Pugner goes on them,
fucking 800 mana. I didn't even hit the Pugner. I mean, slowly but surely this mid tower is going down, and the rest of their team are standing absolutely miles away. Okay, Aegis has gone fine. Swap in a Wraith Band. Can buy the Satanic now.
I don't know how they kill her. They probably do like a halberd or something. I don't know.
I mean, they're about to take down the tower. It needs about one more hit. Finally, the tower's gone. Now it's time to go high ground. Him just slaps down a sentry. Goes immediately. Satanic is ready. About to pick it up. Here we go. Here comes the Ravage. Time for the Dire to get everything off. Fatal Bonds. Chaotic Offering. It's a lot of damage, but no one on the Dire is dying. No, the Radiant is dying rather. Then they pop the Mortimer's Kisses on top and the Global Silence. Ultimate from the Medusa, just deleting everyone. No one on the Radiant took any damage whatsoever. They dropped all the combos. And this is why I was worried about their combo in the first place. They just don't have the damage. It doesn't matter how perfectly they get it off. Medusa was not even close to dying. Didn't lose any mana even. Here we go. Now Medusa's taking some damage. The axe goes in. Massive core. Ollie's doing damage in the back. Double stun from the Lion. And I think it's over for the Dire. Doi's trying to be healed by Nat. Is it going to be enough? Veteran just manning up. Gets cookied forward. Ends up having to back off a little bit. And Nat, Aeon, this will proc, keeping him alive. I think this may spell the end of the game for the Dire. 20,000 lead for the Radiant.
That's going to be a hard defense. They probably need to buy back the Radiant here.
Yeah, but I can't see what you do, really. There you go, full mana, 1,300 mana just from hitting a Pugna. So back to 100% mana for the Medusa. Satanic is now online, 55 damage, 25 strength.
If it wasn't killable before, it definitely isn't now.
No. Good thing Satanic doesn't give status resistance anymore, because that was dumb. But, I mean, he can dispel the Decrepifiers now with his own Satanic.
Yeah, he has 2. But he had 3 dispels for the Decrepifier now.
Yeah, with the Lotus Sword from his team. And that's actually going to be it. 35 minutes in. They'll not be able to kill his Medusa. Nice, Axe gets the core, but the core only goes on to Karen. But I think Karen's still going to go down. Knife Might gets saved by Decrepifying. A lot of heal coming out from the Shadow Word. Medusa gets cookied in. Pops the BKB just in case. Why not? Ulti from Doige, but Doige can't do anything. All the skeletons are dead or dying. Light Strike Array stun.
Ollie roars into the fountain.
Ollie's just feeding for some reason. Oh, the 3-man Ravage coming out from the Lion. And GG.
Well, that was interesting.
Yeah, nice to see a Medusa win, actually.
Yeah, it was definitely a good game for it, I think.
Yeah, I was skeptical when I saw it, but then I felt like the problem with the Dire team, as I've said many times, is they just didn't have any damage. If we have a look at the hero damage, Nat did very well, but then you've got 7k, 7k, 6k, 15k, whereas the Radiant, every hero is hitting those 5-digit numbers. 26k on Ollie, 25k on the Silencer, the Medusa. And obviously Medusa's farm. I mean, have a look at the net worth graph. No one even got close. The Wraith King tried, but the gap was always at least an item.
Yeah, the win probability graph though. Ouch.
Yeah, quite well, trending in one direction.
One-sided.
But it did follow the trend of the gold progression. So fair enough. Silencer core definitely had a good time. 42 stolen in. Did end up getting caught out of position quite a few times, but in the end it didn't matter. They never stopped Medusa from free farming. Who is your MVP for this game, Brexx?
I actually think I might give it to a veteran here. They had a lot of good calls in the fights.
Yeah, he did play Axe really well that game. Yeah.
Like while I think Medusa was sort of the factor in winning the game at the end, that was more due to the fact that she was sort of ignored the entire game because Axe and the 2 supports were running around the map the entire game, killing people. So
yeah, I'm definitely happy to give it to veteran. I don't think he plays a lot of Axe, so to see him play that well is really nice to see. He also had more farm than or only 1 less last hit than his POS 1, but still ended up with more gold, and that's always an impressive thing to have. I like the way he built. He got the BKB for himself. He got the Lotus Orb. It was just really fantastic Axe play. So veteran, you can have the MVP there. All right, that's the end of the stream. Thanks a lot, Brexx, for stepping in and casting. Always appreciate that.
all good.
Cool. See you around.
Yeah, move channel. Woo.
Right, let's get ready to end. I must remember to designate 2 people or 1 person to upload the in-house games. I keep forgetting, and I can't remember if anyone has uploaded the previous in-house games to the leaderboard because I've not been selecting someone. So I need to start doing that. Not a lot to say really. The in-houses are still going ahead as planned. Karen did. Thank you very much for putting this together for me, Karen. Karen created a spreadsheet, Google Forms rather, where you can fill in what days you prefer the in-house to happen on. Just another attempt at seeing if maybe Monday, Wednesday, Saturday doesn't suit everyone and 8 p.m. to 30 p.m. Is not to their preference. But from the responses I've had, it seems that people are happy with the way things are. They've got very used to it, and I'm very happy to keep it going at the rate in which it has been. So it's still going to happen as normal for the time being. 8 p.m. Monday, 8 p.m. Wednesday, which I don't cast, and 2:30 p.m. Saturday. The next in-house is 8 p.m. on Wednesday. Hope to see you there.